Good morning, it's Rachel Smith, the Business Grower. I'm going to reposition myself, reposition my screen so you don't have to see my entirety bit. Oh no, it's still there. Is that better? The lighting's not as good. So it's Rachel Smith, the Business Grower. I am the business coach that helps her amazing clients to get to 5k months. So if you fancy a bit of that, you're at the right place. So I have not been on here doing a live for a little while. So it was my children's school holidays. Last week we were at our cottage most of that time, and we currently don't have any Wi-Fi there, which is perfect because we all have to have conversations. But we're just about to ruin that because we're going to put Wi-Fi in tomorrow. So I'll be able to do lives when I'm over there in the future. Currently that doesn't happen because there is no phone connection in the entire village, which is lovely. It means that we're completely isolated, and when there's no Wi-Fi in the cottage, obviously I can't do any live streaming. The only place in this village that has mobile and Wi-Fi is the pub. So it's always a winning position, isn't it? Anyhow, I haven't come on here to talk about that. I'm just here to kind of talk about the fact that everything is energy and that there are no shoulds in business. It is purely about taking aligned action. And I'm also going to be sharing a lot of the work that we're doing over in my free Facebook group, which is Live Your Abundant Life. The women in there are just absolutely smashing this whole theme. So that is amazing. And I'm going to talk about that, and then I'm going to share the details of my next live event as well, because it's on this very topic. So let me just, I'll click in the link, the details of that live event. So let's talk about everything. Energy is everything. So when we run our businesses and when we are online, as we all are, and it's a brilliant place to be, isn't it? It's a great place to connect with your audience, to nurture that relationship, to get seen and heard. It's also a great place to connect with like-minded people, and it's also a great place to pick up some amazing strategies and ideas that you can actually bring into your own business. However, the way that a lot of marketing works is that there's a lot of people who are projecting what they believe are their musts in business. So, I mean, I don't see a lot of it in my newsfeed because I have disconnected from a lot of the people who have that sort of message. But I really do understand that that sort of message is being pumped into a lot of other people's feeds, maybe your feed as well. So let me know if that is happening for you. And what I mean about this is that there are people who obviously behind the scenes have a product to sell, and this product is like maybe it's about how you can sell brilliantly, and what they share on the course is their step-by-step process about how they go out and sell to their audience. So the way that the marketing works is that it works in the way that it starts to tell you that you need this secret, this formula, this blueprint to, let's say, it's selling, and that's the only way you're going to make success. And it's like fear-based marketing, and there's a lot of it around. There is a whole load of it around. And when you are vulnerable in your business, when you are maybe new to business, or you're feeling quite stuck in your business, maybe you're not getting the results that you want, this fear-based marketing works really, really brilliantly for the person selling their product, which, you know, good for them. But what it does for us as individuals and as like vulnerable humans is that it can make us feel that there's some missing formula, that once you actually buy it and invest in it, that everything's going to magically happen. And what I've discovered on my journey of running my own business, of being stuck and then discovering how you can actually run your own awesome business. And I started doing that in 2016, and that's the time when I tripled my income. And What had been happening previously is that I'd been spending a lot of time following other people's blueprints, formulas, and I'd really bought into their rules. I'd really bought into all of the things that you should be doing, you need to have. And I also discovered that it doesn't work. So I'm sorry, I've burst that bubble, haven't I? If you've been thinking that you've got your eye on a product that's going to like completely solve everything in your business, you know, obviously I'm not looking at that product. I can't tell you if it will or it not. What will happen is that you'll learn something, good or bad. But what I really wanted to share with you today is the good news, is the thing that is free for you, and that is your energy. So everything you do, feel and say is energy. So let me give you an example. Let's say that you're feeling really frustrated in your business. Maybe you're a little bit scared about where your next paying client's coming from, and you have that real sense of, oh my God, I've got to make some money in my business. So like the good little business owner, you jump online, you do a live, or maybe you create a blog post, and you plaster on a persona of positivity and amazingness, and you decide to go out to the world with your message. And what happens, because you haven't done the back work on yourself and on your mindset, is that even if you are pitch perfect in your presentation or in your blog post, it's the energy that somebody will feel from you. So as you come and join me, come and say hi, I'd love to see who's here. All of my lives I try to be as engaged as possible. So that is one scenario where you're feeling really crappy, you plaster on a persona that you think is appropriate, you go out there and you create some content. But what people feel is the offness of whatever it is. So what I always say to my guys, is to my clients, is that you always work on yourself first. It's the absolutely key ingredient to having a successful business, is that you work on yourself first, you work on your mindset. Hi Nicola, lovely to see you here. You absolutely smashed it yesterday. Well done. I could see how much frigging effort that took from you, and you did it. And I'll not talk about the content, but I'll share a little bit here as well, because you did so brilliantly, and I really want to give you a big acknowledgement for that, because that was a big step up yesterday. Well done. So everything is energy. So when you're feeling really rubbish, this is not the time to pull on your braces and actually go and create some content. What I really want to encourage you to do is work on yourself, so you're feeling flipping epic. So a prime example of this is Monday. I was back to work. I was like, you know, it's June, full of energy. I had this great week off, feeling really revived, really clear about what I was coming back into business with. I'd had a call with my mastermind guys. We were trying to figure out the date of my next live event. And I thought it was going to be sometime in July, and actually it ended up being the 28th of June. So I was like, oh, right, okay, yeah, why don't I create an event in 3 weeks and sell out all of the places in that really short period of time, which is no mean feat when it's actually a live event. So anyhow, we were all excited about this live event. We were all like completely up for it. We know it's going to be a great event. And what I did is I kind of sat at my desk, created this sales page, sent it off to Kelly, who does all of that stuff for me, and I started talking about it. I started talking about it in a live. I started talking about it, and immediately I had people. So even though there wasn't a sales page up and ready yet, because obviously Kelly needed to do her magic, people were contacting me and saying that I want one of those seats around the table. So at this live event, I've got space for 17 amazing women. And last time I ran an event in April, most of those seats, well, they were all booked out, but one lady cancelled towards the end, and I gave her a refund, because, you know, what, life happens. Hi, Penny. Penny was one of those amazing women at my last event in April. So, you know, the whole thing with energy is that people think that you need to have, oh, Ali's here as well, woohoo! we've got a room full of amazing women. So people think that you need to have like a website, that you need to look really like styled. I mean, I'm not styled today, am I? You need to look really styled. You need to have the best sales page. You need to have all the tricks in terms of launching something. But at the end of the day, it comes down to you and the energy that you've got. So if you know that you have got a flipping awesome offer, like I know that the event I'm holding on the 28th of June is an awesome offer, that's all you need. That's all you need to be able to go out to your audience and tell them and share with them what you've got for them. And I have people contacting me because it took like a couple of days. It didn't take a couple of days for Kelly to do her stuff, but it took a couple of days for me to have the capacity to work through the pages that she'd created for me to be able to sign them off. But in that time, I had people contact me and saying, where's the sales page? Because they wanted to book their seat on it. So can you see that everything you do is energy? So it's not about slapping on a brave face and doing a live when you're feeling rubbish. It's about working on yourself. Penny says, going to networking in a mo with old business cards, no website, looking like me in Converse and jean jacket. I'm going to, yes, I love it. Yeah, Nicola, energy does get in your way. And on those days when you actually want to stick the duvet over your head and not engage with the world, that is probably a time to pick up your journal and to actually do the work as well on yourself. And then when you're feeling it, that's when you come and you do a live. You know, I knew that I was going to come and do a live. I feel really energized, really brilliant today. I didn't really know what to talk about, but I thought, do you know what, I'm just going to jump onto my page where there's like thousands of people, and I'm actually going to just talk about this energy, and everything is energy. So all of these shoulds, like you should be doing this, you should be doing that, actually is about taking aligned action. And I know that I was picked up on this recently about aligned action. Somebody kind of, I don't know, they kind of pulled me up on it a little bit and said, oh yeah, aligned action is like the kind of buzzword. And I was like, I'm a coach, so coaches always talk about alignment. You know, it's not a buzzword for us because it's something that we want people to get into. So let me explain why alignment is so key. Alignment is when your energy is high, when whatever it is that you are sharing or doing feels brilliant, feels like the thing that you know you need to do. That's alignment. And that also for me is the time when you do amazing action. So today it's a little bit chaotic in my life at the moment, to be fair. My youngest has got shingles, and school rang up, her headmaster rang up today and asked if she couldn't kind of basically not be at school this afternoon for various different reasons. And there's some other stuff going on. So like this week, I'm normally very good at holding my shit together, but this week in particular felt a little bit more vulnerable. But today I woke up, had a really good night's sleep. We were bed hopping the previous night because my daughter had been really struggling with the pain around her shingles, so I'd had no sleep because I'd slept in her bed, and that was hideous. I journaled, I straightened my hair, which might not seem like a big thing, but when you have a business that's online and you want to look half decent, it helps to feel good about yourself. I've sorted the thing out with school, everything's sorted. I've had a great call with one of my VIP clients, and actually it feels great to actually come online and speak to my audience. So that's what I talk about, alignment. I know shingles is horrible. Yeah, her dad has been amazing there. He's like Dr. Dad. He's really great at getting all the best bandages and lotions and potions, so she's feeling a lot better, I think, bless her. And she's delighted that basically her head teacher asked for her not to be at school this afternoon. She's like, I said, oh, do you want to do this, or do you want me to come and pick you up? And she was like, I'll come home. So she's winning today's Florence. Yeah, it'll all be fine really shortly. But there are times, isn't there? There are times when we are running our businesses and it can feel like a struggle because there's other things going on that we've got no control over. I've got no control over my daughter. and her illness, haven't got any control over the other things that are going on equally. And, you know, we all know that life isn't all rainbows and unicorns, but what we can do is that we can choose to work on our mindset every single day. And that's basically the crux of this live, is that everything is energy. It's not about having a blueprint. It's not about copying somebody else's way of working. It's about being you. So just like Penny said, is that she's going to go to an event. She's got her old business card. She's dressed as she is. Do you think, like, going dressed as who she truly is she going to give off a better vibe than if she dressed as somebody she's not? And it's simple things like that. It's about having the confidence to be you, to be fully you in your business and obviously the whole of your life. Because at the end of the day, with us guys, you know, we're all solopreneurs and people invest to come and work with you. So let me know if this is resonating with you. Let me know if you've got anything that you want to share with the wider audience here. And whilst I talk about two things, one of them is about the work that's happening over in Live Your Abundant Life, which is my free Facebook group, and it's a community. It's still quite an intimate community, which I think is really cool. And in there, obviously, I've been talking a lot about mindset, because mindset is probably the number one thing that I speak to all of my clients about, whether they're in the 5K club, my mastermind, or if I'm working with them one-to-one. And mindset is the number one thing that we talk about all the time. So over in Live Your Abundant Life, we've been doing this daily challenge, which is lots of fun, where we've been stepping into our future selves. And one of the things that I was kind of recognizing is that Nicola, who is on the live stream right now, has really taken this challenge to heart. And it's about stepping into the challenge, is basically about stepping into and getting clarity about who that future version of yourself is, what that future version of yourself is calling in, doing, feeling and having. And even though it was a massive challenge for Nicola yesterday, she actually came into the group and did a live and shared something really magical with us. And actually what Nicola's done, and I don't know if she knows this, is that she's inspired so many people in that group. So before, what was happening is if I put my post up about the mindset challenge, everybody would comment under mine. So there wouldn't be, and I've been saying for a little while, you know, if you want to come into the group and just share a post, you don't have to come under my post. You don't need to go into my comments. I've been really keen for people to make their own individual post. And what Nicola did is that she's inspired other women today to come into the group and do that very thing. So I don't know if you realise that, Nicola, but that is the power of working powerfully in your own business, is that you inspire others, either consciously or unconsciously. They realise that. Who knows? But it was amazing, and thank you for that. So if you're thinking, oh my God, I know that my mindset is the number one thing that I need to work with, I want to encourage you, you know, if you're a member of Live Your Abundant Life already and you're not active, come and get involved. If you want to join the group, just come on over. I mean, what did Nicola say about it recently? The group has been massive for me at the minute. The whole is normal for me has been amazing. It's a really simple exercise, isn't it, Nicola? But it flicks the switch. So come and join us, do that. The second thing is about my live event. So I run quarterly live events here in York, and most people are like, York, I can't get to York, but it's just nonsense. York, it used to be in the Viking times, Roman times, can't remember which one. At one point, I think it was the Roman times, York was actually the capital of England. So if anybody tries to make out that York is too difficult to get to, you've got to remember that actually it is the capital of England. And the rail and road links that are amazing. And we had Penny travel all the way up from Weston-super-Mare last time. So she had, you know, we had Sam coming from Bristol. So Penny was able to pip her with coming from Weston-super-Mare. So it's all very possible. So the event is happening in York on Thursday, the 28th of June, and it's called Supercharge Your Mindset supercharge your results, because I started to completely change how I was in business in 2016. Everything changed, my results changed, my life changed, everything changed in 2016. And it comes down to one thing, and that is mindset. Mindset. I was teaching it, but I wasn't practicing it myself consistently, and I made a commitment to myself that I would do that. And everything changed in 2016. And I teach, obviously, mindset to my clients. I share it in the free community page that I've mentioned, and I have programs in it as well. But this is the first time in a live event where I'm going to share all of it, and it's going to be absolutely awesome. And I know that it feels quite scary to come out and be part of a live event, but the power of being in a room of like-minded people is amazing. And again, we've got capacity in the room for 18 people, including myself, so it's not a massive room. It's still quite intimate, which is the best way for me to work, especially on something like mindset. 6 places have already gone, so I have got 11 spots left. And I also understand that sometimes people would love to come to live events, but it's too expensive, or it's something that feels too much of a stretch when there's other things that they want to invest in. So I've kept this super affordable as well. So it's £149, and that includes like the entire day from 9:30 to 4:30, lunch, everything. We're in the most perfect venue, which is Hotel de Van York, which is beautiful. We're going to have like an extensive lunch where, hi Andrea, love to see you. Andrea lives in our glorious city of York. So we're going to have the most beautiful lunch where you get a chance to actually connect with like-minded women around the table. And we're going to have so much fun. And if you're thinking, well, 149 is still a bit of a stretch for me, Rach, there is a payment option as well. So that's the details there that I've just posted up. So that's happening on Thursday the 28th. It's all about your mindset. It's all about how you can flick the switch, how you can start to make a choice about how you live your life, how you run your business, how you feel every single freaking day, even when you've got other shit happening like I have at the moment. So I know, Nicola, I am so gutted that you can't make it too. They do tend to be on a Thursday. There's quite a big pull for me to change the date, Andrea. But at the moment, they do tend to be on a Thursday. That might change. Who knows? I'm running another event in September, which is going to be absolutely awesome. So has anybody got any questions about, do you know, Nicola, I've been asked about live streaming, and to be absolutely honest with you, Nicola, I once recently this year I invested because I didn't want to go to London to do this 2-day training course, and they were live streaming it. It was a really good option. I was like, oh, win-win, and I hated it. I absolutely hated it. I missed the first day, but I sat and I was committed to sitting and experiencing the live event on the second day and watching the recording of the first day. And I sat there for 2 hours, turned it off. I was like, I'm never ever going to do that ever again because it's hideous. So I wouldn't actually live stream the event at all. The beauty of the live event is actually getting you in the room, getting you connected with the awesome energy, with the people. And within that opportunity, there's going to be coaching, like hot seat coaching going on. We've got a pre-event private group as well. So you get to meet people in the Facebook group before the event, so you're not unfamiliar with people. And I keep that group open for 10 days after the event. So one of my key things for any event, any work that you do with me, is that I want to see that you're actually taking action. So I leave the kind of private Facebook group open for 10 days after the event to help you implement the things that you come up with in the event as well. So if you like Nicola, if the Thursday the 28th is completely off the table, I do actually have a online mindset course. So if you want to know about that, I think it's £97. I think there's a payment plan. It's a long time ago when I wrote that sales page. I can't remember. And that is it's a really, really awesome course is that. So it's not the same as coming to the event, but if you do know that you want to work on your mindset and you want more, but you can't come on the 28th, that is a good place. And if you want to know details about that, just PM me and I'll send you details about it. So any questions about energy is everything? There are no shoulds in business, just flow. Andrea totally get this. She totally understands this. She's an awesome yoga teacher here in York. And obviously yoga is all about flow, isn't it? It's all about energy. It's all about being in the moment and doing what you can with what you've got. And also opening yourself up to see what else you can actually achieve as well. Nicola, I will let you know the dates as soon as possible. I will probably know after the 28th of June what that date is going to be. Right, lovely people, if you haven't got any questions for me, that is today's live. I wanted to basically come on, connect with you, share the details about the event, but really also to give you that, that part of the live stream that I've shared at the beginning, where really energy is everything, and the absolute importance for us to be in that frequency when we're coming and trying to do some magic in our business. It's not about formulas, it's not about blueprints, it's not about any of those things. It's about taking aligned, awesome frigging action and building that belief in yourself. 28th of June, Andrea. Yeah, the details I'll put the details here. The details are there. Okay, my lovely people, if you've got any questions, anything you want to share, and this live stream has finished, just post them below. I do see them, or post them in Live Your Abundant Life, or PM me, and I'll be really happy to come back and answer those. So have a really fabulous Thursday. Send you all lots of love. You're all awesome, and I'll speak to you all soon. Bye for now. Hey, well done, Andrea. That's awesome. So excited. That'd be so nice. I love Andrea. We met with our little babies who are now big, strapping, nearly 12-year-olds. How the heck did that happen? Right, guys, I'll see you all soon. Bye for now.